Man, all right. I wasn't even on the stage, y'all. Man, I wasn't even on the stage, y'all. But listen, all right. As like I said, as you can see, we hit that 1,000, that 1K, y'all. We did it. We did it. We did it. Thank y'all so much. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so happy. Thank y'all. Um, just being myself. I am so happy about that thing. Even though this is a reaction channel, yes, we made it. We made it. So things have changed later on, but not at just not right now. But anyway, listen. The reaction tonight is coming from TISA Tales because I like to do her make sure like anything having to deal with with Diddy's court case, TISA. Okay. Um, anything else? There's no telling what I might come up with. Is y'all know? And okay, so the reaction is about Diddy's court trial. They they just they're now the let's see prosecution. The defense team, they trying to move it up all fast. Diddy's team trying to go all fast, and put in some stuff and want it like by September, or maybe even I might have heard August. I don't know. But Tisa's gonna tell us what it is. But the point of the matter is that it only give the prosecution like 2 days to go over all of the stuff. As far as the um, you know, sentencing goes. I mean, 2 days ain't no way. Ain't no way. I don't think the judge gonna go for that. And also, what else did I hear? I heard a lot of stuff. Let me let her start, and it might spark my memory. Okay. But as you come in, please hit the subscribe button. I will appreciate it so much. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's see.
Diddy's team dropped not one, but two letters at his sentencing hearing, the expedited hearing. They demand to get moved up. And baby, they dropped those letters like it was Black Friday at Target. Now, Bart Agnifilo was clearly trying to lock in that sentencing schedule early, or so it appeared. And the question is, what was the rush? What's the emergency, Mark? Right? Is Diddy trying to preheat the oven before the judge even picks the temperature? Now, listen. There's a couple of reasons for that. There was a letter dated July 8th, 2025, and it was submitted to the judge and outlines that what both sides have agreed to in terms of timeline. Mark said, Your Honor, the parties have met and conferred and agreed to the following schedules for sentencing, post-verdict motions and submissions of offense conduct to the probation office. But here's the part that made my legal spidey sense tingle. Yana, the defense proposes that the probation office provide the parties with a pre-sentence investigation report, or a PSR, on or before August 29, 2025. That's over a month before the sentencing hearing scheduled on October 3rd. Now, if you guys don't remember, the night before, they asked for something on September 22nd. Then they moved it back to the original date of October 3rd. Now, okay, and they wanted that. Now, that's not normal. It's not normal urgency. We need time to spin this PSR.
Oh yeah, they gonna try to spin it. So the prosecution, they still trying to play games. That is what they doing, y'all. Still trying to play games. Just like my computer trying to do.
Like a DJ Khaled remix urgency. See,
wait a minute, y'all. What the heck? What the heck, yo? I don't cuss, y'all. Sorry. I mean, not sorry, but anyway, they trying to move so fast, so the prosecution won't have time to look over some little stuff they may slip in there. Cause I don't trust that team. And you know what? TMZ gonna help them out. Now that's my opinion. Y'all see my banner down there, right? That's my opinion. I think TMZ gonna try to help them out with Harvey. And then the little team just gonna be going around filming stuff, taking pictures of stuff. I mean, so much evidence on the defense side that the prosecution won't have time to look at it. So no, they're trying to hurry up and get it to the judge so he can sign off on it and all that kind of. They're trying to do some crooked stuff. That's the only reason they went and got Attorney Steele. I forgot his first name, y'all. Well, put it in the chat if you know. But anyway, Attorney Steele. That's the reason they went and got him, because he would do some. He allegedly may do some underhanded, sideways, and get it back straight stuff, before the judge can catch on to it. That's my opinion. Anyway, I'm just going by the way he did the other trial, okay? The YSL trial. But anyway, y'all, they just don't want the prosecution to have a chance to put in everything that they find, because it's a lot. It's a lot.
Here's the thing. There's a strategy behind the sprint. Much like Mark Agnifilo ran to the finish line when it came to Diddy's trial. Do y'all remember that? When it came to Diddy's trial, Mark was literally gangbanging and the court docket, rushing, because he wanted to speed it up. Again, when the facts aren't with you, the one thing that really helps is if you speed things up. All right? Now, here's the first rule of defense lawyering. When your client's name is trending next to sex trafficking, and make no mistake, the Mann Act is a sex crime, and it is one of the major crimes that people are convicted of when they can't prove sex trafficking, okay? But since Diddy's name was trending next to sex trafficking and RICO, he only can do one thing, and that's control the narrative. And the PSR, that's the master document that tells the judge who the defendant really is. Every bad thing he's ever done, every whisper of uncharged conduct, and every time he kicked a puppy, baby, it's all in there.
And they gonna read all the way back to 1994. Ain't that when the bang bang happened at the little club, right? When Jennifer Lopez was up in there. I wish they could everybody would just open the mouth. That's what I'm talking about. The court of public opinion is not over. That's why people need to take the little break and then come out loud. Just keep going, because y'all know that the jury was no good. They already had their mind made up after Don Richards, according to the alternate juror, that said we as in everybody, and they weren't even supposed to be talking. So the judge could flip it. Yes, I read a federal case. Yeah, a judge can flip the jury and say, forget y'all didn't follow my instructions. So, I got this. That's the way I'm going to put it. That's the way I'm putting it, y'all. But anyway, but the judge really could overturn it, for real. I read it. And, yeah. So, let's see what else, because I done forgot what I was going to say.
So, I know what you're asking. TISA, then, why does Diddy's team want this early? Because they're not trying to read it. They're trying to reframe it. If the PSR says he ran a mini empire of manipulation and mistreatment, the defense wants to preempt that with their own fairy tale. You know the one. He's a tortured genius. He's misunderstood mogul. He built schools in Zimbabwe with Ciroc bottles. They need time to challenge the language, draft a sob story sentencing memo, and flood the court with character letters from assistants, nannies, and C-list friends on.
Oh, yeah, okay. Now I see. So they trying to get a bunch of letters, like the prosecution has a bunch of letters saying don't let him out. No, we fear for our lives, all of that kind of stuff. That's why that's why they want to wait. Also, I think they trying to get character witnesses. I mean, just the right letters, since he didn't have a witness at the trial that would go on the stand. So he gonna get all these other people to write letters, because they said the whatever you call the third party guy, first people, they are gonna interview the family. Can you imagine how the family's gonna paint Diddy? Great son, great dad, great cousin, great whatever, you know. But the prosecution, they got it. I'm trying to tell y'all. Diddy ain't getting out. I feel it. I mean, I didn't feel like during the trial. No, I didn't have the same feeling. Yeah, I have feelings, and not all of them come true, but most of them do, especially when it's going good against evil. Because I know I'm good and pure, right? Evil. Okay, so during the trial, I didn't have his feeling, but now that the judge is thinking about it, it's a lot of stuff that came out, like witness tampering, you know. Then when TISA reminded us about the phone, or whoever went in her comments, the phone, the pow, the stuff like that, and then him and KK, discussing, when he got all happy. Oh, I ain't delete nothing. So it's something on there on the phone. What? I want to know. But I don't think he getting out. What y'all think? I think they gonna up them years. I think they're gonna up
payroll. They're also trying to basically block whatever glow up the government is. But so here's the thing: the government was mad they lost, and they should be. That loss was humiliating, but it also just showed that the jury was idiots. That's my opinion, people.
They didn't really lose. The jury lied. That's my opinion.
It's my opinion. But let's go back to that
The jury lied.
letter and keep reading. Yana, the government's objections to the PSR be filed on or before September 12th. Probation office discloses their final PSR on September 18th. That gives the government, the prosecution, only 6 days to see the defense's edits and respond before the final version is locked in. This, much like the whole trial, is a procedural trap. The defense is trying to cut the feds off before they can assert more damaging facts, like alleged witness tampering, obstruction, those guns with the filed off serial numbers, or an ongoing investigation. Because remember, the final PSR locks in the tone. If the defense wins the narrative war, then the judge will read it before ever touching the prosecution's memo.
See?
Now, get this, and it has to be said, and this is some good news. Diddy's team is spooked, and for good reason. Let's keep it real. Diddy is not prepping like someone who expects a slap on the wrist. He's prepping like a man who knows there's a storm coming. The letter continues. Yana, the defense's sentencing memorandum be filed on or before September 19th. Why such a tight grip on the timeline? Because they want their sob story in the judge's hands first, and they want it to sit there undisturbed while the prosecution memo trails behind. Also, notice this little cherry on top. Yana, the government requests that it be permitted to submit its summary of the offense conduct on or before July 11th, 2025, and the defense does not object. Translation? Fine, y'all can say y'all piece, but we already booked the DJ, printed the programs, and picked out the outfit for sentencing. Baby, this isn't just legal strategy. It's
Yeah, because I'm trying to tell you, The prosecution is mad that they made them look like idiots, okay? As they call them, the six-pack of white women. They are mad. Y'all, even though we know they didn't really lose, but in the court, on the court papers, they lost, right? What I mean, they got 2 convictions out of what, 5? So, but the point is, they mad because they didn't get what they wanted to get, and they knew they had all the evidence there. That's why they didn't put all the people on the stand that they had. And then the darn juror, alternate juror, gonna say, "Oh, yeah, they was bringing them in back to back to back. So many people, like he's saying, shoot, we tired of hearing all this. We ain't listening to nothing else. We just gonna wait for the judge to give us our instructions. That's all we was waiting for. So you know what I'm saying? That's what we was just waiting to the end. That's it." But anyway, let's see what's going on.
Damage control. This isn't about timing. It's about containing the fallout before other victims come forward, before more evidence gets unsealed, and before the media turns the sentencing hearing into part 2 of the trial. And let's not forget, a PSR, pre-sentencing report, isn't just about prison time. It affects sentencing enhancements. Yes, those still apply. Restitution and financial penalties. Can somebody say forfeiture? Eligibility for appeal and reputation in other pending investigations. Hello, California and New York State probes. Now, we don't know if those are happening, but I'm just saying. Diddy's people, the defense, they're trying to shape this document like it's a press release, not a criminal profile. So, when you see Diddy's team hustling for early deadlines and micromanaging the court calendar, don't assume it's because they're efficient. Assume it's because they're worried. Because this PSR is about to reveal whether Diddy is going to be remembered as a music mogul or a federal case study in fallen empires. The clock is ticking, and no amount of Chirac is going to water down the sentencing memo when the judge reads the final report.
What y'all
And listen,
think?
you guys, there's something you need to remember.
What y'all think? What do y'all think? Look, this okay. Just say, even though we know it ain't gonna happen. I know it ain't gonna happen. In my spirit. But if Diddy was to get out, just say he got out, he wouldn't be the same. Nobody would see him the same. Everywhere he go, even though he probably wouldn't care, people would be talking because all his secrets are freaking out. All his secrets are out, you know? And then whoever dates him, we already know what time you on. Young Miami trying to get him back, talking about got Justin Bieber doing that for you. He's a victim, girl. And evidently, she's not. Evidently, young Miami is not a victim. Diddy been gone about a year. She didn't have time to recoup. She didn't have a boyfriend, everything. So I don't see her as a victim. I mean, I won't. If she get back with him, she's not. But now, right now, before he went to jail, yeah. But now, he's been gone a year, girl. That's a year of darn rehab. Come on now. And she's waiting on him, y'all, just like Gina. I don't know about Jane Doe. But we'll see.
Remember, the trial isn't over, and neither are we. Listen, I need everybody to hear me clearly right now. This trial is not over. Yes, the verdict came down, but the story, the consequences, the impact, that is still unfolding, and we have a say in how it ends. Let me tell you something I know from covering this every single day. The courtroom doesn't end at the judge's bench. It extends to the streets, to the headlines, and yes, to social media. Don't let them fool you. Don't let Diddy's team spin this into some redemption arc. They're already trying. They literally filed two letters in less than 24 hours. They're pushing for early sentencing documents. They want the PSR in their hands now so they can scrub it, twist it, dress it up in Ciroc and crocodile tears, and sell it back to the public like it's the truth. And why? Because they know the narrative is still in play. They know people are watching. They know you are watching. And anybody in the comments saying, move on, it's over. They're trolls. They're being disingenuous. They know it's not over. They just want.
And I'm waiting on them too. I'm waiting on the trolls because I know they're coming. I know they're coming. But you know what? I'm going to ignore them. I'm going to ignore them to a certain extent. To a certain extent, depends on what they say. But if it's something like, I don't know what you've been drinking. I don't care what they say about me. You know, yes, I do. Don't go crazy with it. But y'all know it ain't over. It's never over. Diddy's not coming. He's not coming back because they're gonna stack cases on top of that case, because this one holds 20 years. Then they throw some more criminal cases on there and go back to court again for other things. Just keep racking it up, racking it up, racking it up. So y'all just go visit. Go visit him. Put stuff on his books. Right.
Us to be over it. And make no mistake, the system is watching us too. Judges, prosecutors, even those jurors, they're human. They read the comments. They feel the outrage. They feel the pressure. And sometimes that's the only thing that keeps the door from quietly closing behind corruption. Because let's not forget, a juror was allegedly discussing this case before deliberation even began, and they were discussing it with each other. They may have disobeyed the judge's orders.
Right.
And when that verdict came down, it didn't sound like justice. It sounded like a vibe, like a decision made from feeling, not fact, emotion, not evidence. That's why the judge hasn't signed off on anything yet. And that's why there's tension in the air. And that's where we come in. You guys, we have to stay loud. We have to stay smart. We have to stay focused. Don't let Diddy's team rebrand this as some misunderstood mogul redemption tour. Don't let them weaponize Black culture to protect Black predators. Don't let them drown out the victims with press releases, gifting suites, and cash-stuffed envelopes. Because if we go silent now, if we disengage just because the jury said not guilty, we're telling every survivor, every whistleblower, every scared employee, you were right to stay quiet. Nah, not here, and not now. We're not giving Diddy the last word. So if you're tired, rest. But then get up and keep talking, keep posting, keep questioning, keep dismantling the illusion brick by branded brick. Because this trial might be over on paper, but in the court of public memory, baby, it's just getting started. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments.
Sure is. We're going to keep running these miles. Keep putting it up. Because y'all know that Judge Young, and I know he watching the internet. He probably watched Twitter, so I'm going to have to share this to Twitter, y'all. Just share everything to Twitter. Everybody share everything to Twitter, all y'all anti-Diddy people. The anti-Diddy people. Share it to Twitter. Because that's probably what the judge watched. Let me go find his page anyway, so I can follow him, right? I forgot. All right, y'all. But I thank y'all for coming over here, keeping me company, because I see y'all. And thank y'all for getting us up to 1,000. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. And now I see y'all in the... Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What did I do, y'all? Wait, hold it. Okay. I think I got two on top of each other. All right. Yeah. I will see y'all in a little bit, okay? All right, I'm gonna learn this thing. I am. All right, love y'all. Have a blessed night. All right, bye, y'all.